it's a lot of fun. You get good training. You get to be around other local coaches. You get to do a workout. Like, there's just so much to it. I love our Super Saturdays. So anyways, highly recommend that you find one, that you get to one. It's going to be good. So I'm going to be in the Jacksonville one with Stephanie. It's going to be great. It's going to be super fun. So that's one announcement. The other announcement is for the diamonds. Anyone who hits diamond or moves up a rank, like to 1-star diamond or whatever, 2-star diamond, between now and July 31st will be eligible for our diamond retreat, which is happening October 17th and 18th in Ponte Vedra Beach, and which is right by Jacksonville. And it's going to be amazing. We have a very special guest speaker that's going to come and join us there. We're going to be staying at a luxury retreat with an awesome, like, little miniature resort in the backyard, and it's going to be fabulous. So I want everybody on the team to come. And so mark your calendars. If you plan on making that goal, just go ahead and mark those dates off on your calendars and be like, I'm going to be there. And then you be there.
I am so going to be there.
I know you are. Like, I know you are. I have to look out my mind didn't do it. So it's going to be fun. And you can bring India if you want. I'll have Milana. So it'll be a little party. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. So I want to get through all the announcements. Oh, okay. Big news. Maybe some of you guys already know about this, but Dare to Dream, we have a brand new coach training. So if you didn't know about that yet, now you know. I was a little late to find out myself, and I'm starting now to implement it into my new coach emails when I have new coaches come on. But before, we had a 30-day training through Dare to Dream, which was awesome, I thought. But now they have improved it, and they have made it 7 days. And so it's a lot more information packed into a short amount of time. So instead of a new coach being like, oh my gosh, I have 30 days of training before, they got 7 days, so 1 week of training where they can cram it in, and get comfortable and get the ball rolling. So if you want to know where it is, I wrote down the name to it. It is daretodreamuniversity.com. Okay, so daretodreamuniversity.com. So start using that for your coaches that you sign up. Make sure that that's the training you send them versus the old one, the Jessica Bowser Nelson one. So this is awesome. I'm excited for that. And I just wanted to say, congrats to you guys for those of you who have been crushing it this month. Michelina just hit Success Club 12. Stephanie, you're at what, Success Club 10?
Yeah, 10.
10. Okay, that's what I thought. So, I mean, you guys are rock stars. This is amazing. So awesome. I'm so proud of y'all, and I know that feels good. So, you guys are doing a fantastic job. And so in a second, I want to turn it over to Stephanie, and she's going to share some of what she's been doing, because she's had a lot of really great feedback and success with kind of a strategy that she's adopted this month. And she's been hitting it hard, and it's been going really well. So I think for some of the other moms, it'd be really good for you guys to hear what she's doing, because it's a really good way to connect with other mamas and to kind of, try something new. So the other thing that I wanted to just kind of bring up is free groups. Free groups are, for me, they have been such a vital way for me to tap into my cold market, and to bring my cold market from my cold market into my warm market. And, so free groups can be a double-edged sword. They're awesome, but they can be, you can spend way too much time on them and not be doing your other things, and so obviously you don't want that to happen. But if you can manage to do a free group and it doesn't become a giant time suck to you, it can be a great way for you to form and get to know your cold market. And that's what I primarily use it for. As far as forming goes, for those of you who might be listening to this later and you're wondering what forming is our chance to connect with our cold market. So you add new friends. Maybe you find them in a common interest group and a mommy group. Maybe they're mutual friends that you find, and you add them as a friend. They're like a stranger to you, right? So you need to get to know them. The slow road to do that, the slow way to do that is, to be messaging them back and forth, in Messenger, and talking to them, which I still do that sometimes. Some people, I just hit it off with them like that, and we just do that. But like, if you want to do it a little faster and a little more, be more efficient with your time, which I'm finding I have to do more and more now that I'm a mom. I'm doing more of my forming through, commenting on their posts, commenting on their pictures, that kind of thing. And then in free groups. So it's a lot easier. I'm not getting stuck, in messages so much. And I just find it's a great way to really be able to connect with people. And through free group, you're offering them something of value. So I'm not going to go into like big detail on it because I have made a video about free groups and I can post that. I think I did post it recently or something. But I want to say, if you're not doing it, maybe consider it. Think about it. For some people, it doesn't work for them. Like, it's not their thing. Like, I know Tara, she doesn't do it, but she has a phenomenal business. She focuses her time and her energy doing the things that she likes and that she enjoys and that she's good at and she has momentum with. So for me, that is free groups. Like, that's what works for me. So it's not for everybody, but I do recommend everyone to give it a shot. And we have Clean Week. Okay, so we have the Beachbody template. You can totally use that. And that's amazing because, you have all the content right there. You can literally copy and paste. I've done a few of those, but I found for me, like, my better free groups are less corporate ones, actually, are the ones that I've kind of made myself, like an ab challenge or a squat challenge or clean eating, or, you can do a drink your water challenge for something that's really low maintenance. You can do like a eat a salad challenge. That's super low maintenance. Get a bunch of people in a group eating salad for, one meal out of their day, for a week. Like, it's so easy. But it's just a great way to connect with people. You can do some contests, make it fun, bring some life into it. But that, I don't know, for me, it really helps me to connect with people. And it's so much easy. It's just so easy to invite them from a free group to a challenge group, because I've just spent a week giving them value, getting to know them, commenting back and forth, asking questions, getting engagement. If you post in their live about whatever your topic is, you give people a chance to kind of get to know you, see your personality. So there's just so many elements to it, so many variables to it. So anyways, that's free groups. I highly recommend you try one if you haven't yet. So, but I want to give Stephanie plenty of time. So I want to turn it over to you and just ask you to share, with us, like, what you've been doing this past month. And because I know it's worked really well for you, and I like the angle that you're using. So over to you, my friend.
Well, hey, yeah, I needed something to keep the momentum going for the first of the year. So I don't know, it was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe. I messaged Lauren and was like, hey, let's chat. I have this idea. And, sometimes we just need somebody else to bounce something off of. So that's one thing. If I can tell you guys anything is, it doesn't necessarily have to be Lauren. I mean, Dare to Dream is a huge team. I've made a ton of friends through it. Lauren was my go-to on it just because she kind of rocks this thing. But my idea was that to really, I'm 29 weeks pregnant right now, so I have to figure out how I'm going to run, which is why y'all are only seeing me from here up.
Oh my gosh.
I needed to find a way to keep my momentum going this year. Lauren knows one of my biggest goals is that, my other job is I'm a commercial food and product photographer. So when I go out on maternity leave, there is only one me. There's nobody else here running my business when I am, laid up from having a baby for a few weeks. So same thing with our coaching jobs, except with coaching, you can build that team around you to keep your income coming in, or at least you can run it from your phone while you have the baby attached to you 24/7.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. So I also have a 4.5-year-old. So that's going to be important to know here in a second. But my goal is to really build momentum this first part of the year so that come June, I have an income base there. I have something to go on for a few weeks until I get back going again. So this month they ran Daily Sunshine $30 off. I'm not sure. I know Lauren hasn't used it a ton. I was at Summit last year when they launched it. Hated it the first try. They had tons of samples at Summit. I done in little cups like shots. I drank one. It was a big clump of powder, and I pretty well gagged. But I gave it another chance. I got a bag of it. Aubrey loved it the first time she drank it. It took me a little while to get her to drink it again. It's not like Shakeology. There's no fancy blender needed. You don't need to add fruit to it. Don't add ice to it. You mix it with whole milk, and it is, to me, it is so much better than Shakeology. I mean,
Wow.
It really is. It's what I wish Strawberry Shakeology was. When people ask me for Strawberry Shakeology, I'm not a fan of it, and I have a hard time selling it. If Strawberry Shakeology tastes like Strawberry Daily Sunshine, people would go bananas over it.
Yeah.
We mix it with whole milk. I have a 4-year-old who never stops moving, and we have a hard time keeping weight on her. So whole milk is a staple in this house. So here lately, I mean, at least the last 2 months, she has drank one of those shakes a day, and she's probably asked for it 2 more times during the day. So with this sale coming on this month, and any first-time home direct order is 2 Success Club points. And my non-negotiable this year is Success Club 10. I signed up for the cruise next year, and I did that so that I didn't lose momentum with the baby coming this year. I knew if I had that cruise to pay for, which I can essentially pay for with Success Club points every month, I knew it was a way to set a bar to keep going. So this month, knowing that I could get two Success Club points off of a bag of Daily Sunshine, I kind of worked this angle of, hey, what if I go back and I make a list of all the people who have just always been hard-nosed or no responses or whatever, from challenge groups, Shakeology, free groups, whatever. I have a 4-year-old. I have a huge, base of moms around me. And I was like, you know what? They all tell me all the time, oh, I wish my kid ate as good as Aubrey did. I wish we could get her to do the things that yours did. So I used that angle with the sale of Daily Sunshine, and I even made notes. Hold on. I messaged 106 moms.
Wow.
And within 2 days, I had 20 responses. I had 3 orders that happened immediately, and I have 3 active links out right now who say they're going to purchase it, before the sales go off. We'll see. So, I still have about 14 people that reached out with interest that I'm still trying to, fill out. But I mean, automatically that was 6 Success Club points.
That's crazy.
That had I not leveraged, this Daily Sunshine angle, those points might or might not happened. Beginning of March was definitely a, how do I keep this going? The New Year's resolutions are falling off. People are not really, into getting healthy again right now. I think it definitely picks back up in April when people realize they have to put a swimsuit on in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But at least in Tennessee and Florida. So anyways, it was an advantage I used. And what I was saying about how I needed to figure out how to run my business, through the end of this pregnancy and through a maternity leave, is that I want to somehow transition this into a double time challenge group for people to do with their kids this summer. So Billy and I are doing Body Beast right now. It's one of our favorite programs to do together. And with that, I don't have to modify as much. Aubrey's actually quite hilarious with her 1-pound dumbbells. She gets down there and walks around quoting Sagi like, she's one of our trainers. But, I know towards the end of this, my workouts are going to get really boring for Billy, and he's not really going to want to do them. So I have this idea right now. This week, I am running a 3-day clean eating for kids group. I have not had success with free groups. Lauren knows this. But with that, I decided to do it the first 3 days of this week so that I still have the end of the week to try to turn it into a Daily Sunshine customer. And from that base, I want to turn it into a double time challenge group for parents to do with their kids, something to keep everybody active this summer, keep the kids from just sitting in front of the TV or the video games or, doing whatever, and really just engaging with your kids and not making health something that you do for yourself, and that you eat healthy and you exercise while you drive the kids through the drive-through and kill their nutrition. Nutrition is probably one of my biggest pet peeves right now. I think it's something to do with raising a tiny human, and you really notice, what they're putting into their bodies every day.
Yeah.
So it's something that I am super passionate about. And if I could do, as much fun as I have of helping people lose weight on a daily basis, if I could get all those people to get their kids involved with it, like that would be my ultimate happy spot. So all of that happened because of, Beachbody deciding to run $30 off of Daily Sunshine this month. So it's just, it was a new take on the business, a new way to earn Success Club points, and to me, a new way to engage people who had told me no in the past, to get them to finally say yes and maybe open up, because like Lauren and I talked the other day, we will spend on our kids before we spend on ourselves.
Right. Yep.
So, that's just kind of the path I'm heading down right now, and we will see how it goes. But for this month, it put me in Success Club 10 and hit my non-negotiable, and hopefully we'll make it a few more points before the end of the week.
Yes. So awesome. Well,
So what do you write to people?
Do what?
What do you write to people?
Hold on, and actually let me pull it up for you. I think I sent it to Lauren the other day.
You did.
And I don't remember exactly.
It's on my text, but I can, if you can't find it, I can always copy and paste it. But while you look for it, I just wanted to say, what's awesome about this is that, okay, it taps into the people that she's already talked to and that have previously said no, which we know just means not now. So it brings life into them. And then you're offering something of value through a free group. So you're reaching, you're giving your old contacts something, you're giving new contacts something. And then I like how she has a sequence. So, where it's you have a funnel. And that's really kind of what the purpose of a free group is that you start them off, with clean eating for kids, with, the purpose of getting them into Daily Sunshine, with the purpose of getting them into a challenge group, with the parent and kid challenge group for the summer. So it's very thought out, summer's coming. It's not just because if you always run your business from month to month, then, you're only going to go so far. If you're going to be a leader in this business, if you're going to have ongoing momentum and ongoing success, you have to think out. There's a quote, and I'm not going to try to quote it, but the gist of it is that people, some people live paycheck to paycheck, and they plan literally day by day. They plan day by day, week by week. People who are upper class, they start planning month to month, maybe year to year. But people who have true wealth and have big wealth, they're planning 5 years out, 10 years out. They're planning for their kids, and all, for their grandkids. You know what I mean? So it's a mindset shift, and we have to apply that as business owners to not just think, okay, where's my points going to come from today? Think about where you want to be in the summer. Think about, really start planning that out and putting it on your calendar. And I've had to challenge myself to do that too. It's not just plan for the next month, but plan for the next month, so I always know when my challenge group is starting. I always know when my next free group is starting. I know at the start of each week, okay, this week, I look on my calendar and I see I've got this event coming up. So I know this is the thing I'm inviting to this week. So I just encourage you guys to really, adapt that in your business and start thinking big picture, start thinking out a couple months and start, planning with have an end game in mind, and then look into different things, this is something different. This is different, something she's never done before, but it's so true. you know, like people are all about their kids, and we're all moms on here, so we get it. You know, we're all about our kids, and you will do anything for your kids. And so, you know, it's like, I think that is a huge, huge market to tap into, especially with kids like that age too, you know, like elementary school age. That is like a gold mine market to tap into, that, and it's something that I don't see a lot of the other coaches doing, you know. So it's something that can kind of separate you from the pack too. It'd be like, hey, I'm reaching out to parents with small kids, because I know that they're going to be willing to make some changes. So
Yeah,
here, wait.
absolutely.
Here, it's here. Hold on. Give me him.
No, he's loaded right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is for him?
Yeah.
Bro, great. Christian did a massive poo-poo. You want to say hi to Mama?
Hey, Mama, with your big old poopy diaper.
Oh my goodness.
We're going in on this.
Look at that.
Did you see him?
Good luck, honey.
Babe, it's a big one. It's loaded.
And you don't have a diaper?
Rick, are you serious? What car did you go in?
He's going to come home with a flowery diaper.
I am so not looking forward to that. This is not fair.
I'm gonna have to take just take 2 diapers and make one with duct tape.
Oh my god. I told her to check the bag. Oh well.
Oh, wow. All right. Cerra la puerta. So anyways, this is like, that is so
Yes.
funny.
One thing I was going to go back and say, I think I skipped over it. I started it and went off on something else, which, if anybody knows me very well, is kind of classic me. But what I was saying about, you know, I want to have a plan for when baby gets here, is that as Billy and I finish Body Beast, I want to start this challenge group. I want to start this challenge group with Billy and Aubrey doing it. So when I can't work out, I still have something to post each day on Insta stories, on Facebook, in my challenge groups. I still, you know, I don't just want to be drinking my shake and showing baby pictures every day, which is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. But I know my market and the people who kind of follow me, you know, I want to be a product of the product. I want to show that this is not just something that I chose for me, that I chose for my family. So by keeping this going, I have Billy on board with it, I think. Him and Aubrey might just throw the ball at each other's head all day long. But, and I mean, she's 4, she'll be 5 this summer. So I don't know if you guys have even watched the program, but some of it on there, I mean, it does have to be modified to fit.
What is the program called?
I don't, Double Time.
Double Time, yeah.
And they're super short workouts. I mean, the first workout on there is 18 minutes long. I mean, that is the perfect, you know, it might be a few minutes long to keep her attention, but it's something they can do together. It's something that, you know, even modified, it's still, you know, it's hand-eye coordination, it's movement. Not that she needs any more of that. She never stops moving. But, you know, it's just, it's my plan for this summer to keep things going, you know, when I can. But to go back and answer your question on what the message is, it is just super simple. It says, hey, girl, just want to give you a heads up that Daily Sunshine is on sale this month. It's formulated very differently from the Shakeology that Billy and I drink and made just for kids. I thought you might want to give it a try for a healthy meal or snack for the kids. Just let me know if you'd like more info on it. Aubrey drinks it on a daily basis and is the first thing she asks for when she wakes up of a morning. It's just nice that when every other meal goes wrong during the day, or we're busy on the road with schedules, practice, and life, that she still gets the absolute best nutrition for one meal and she asks for it. So, and then I just said, you know, just sharing it with my other mom friends that I know are just as busy as we are and could use a healthy idea. So that is the message that was sent to 106 people that got 20 responses. And I can say I have never gotten 20 responses from any message I've ever sent. I mean, it was that within 24 hours of sending that message, 20 responses. So that was, it hit home, you know, it to me, it does sound a little bit salesy, but at the same time, you know, it is it is what it is. You know, it's selling a shake. So, but you know, at the same time, it's actual nutrition. It's not, you know, it's not just something random. You're like, here, you know, take this.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome. And I don't think it sounds salesy at all. I think it sounds very genuine, and it's because it's something that you're using, and that's where sales goes out the windows. Because when it is something that you're using and you're being a product of the product and it's positively impacting your life and you're sharing that and giving people the opportunity, you don't got to worry about sounding salesy, because you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's awesome. It's working for me. It's working for my friends. It's working for my kids, you know, thought you might be interested. There's no, I mean, to me, when you word it like that, and when you're sharing your experience and your testimony of it, that you know, takes sales out of the equation. You know, obviously there is a sale that happens, but it sets you apart from, hey, I'm trying to sell this product, and hey, this is what I'm using. You might want more info on this too, you know? So I love that approach. And this, guys, too, is why it's so important to keep track of the people who tell you no, you know, or the people who say not now or whatever, because you know, when we have a new program that comes out or a new product, you know, maybe Daily Sunshine isn't your thing. Maybe it doesn't fit for you, but maybe something else, you know, might pique your interest, and you're like, man, I really like that one. You know, you can pick this up, or you know, you can pick up that list of people that previously told you no and start, you know, talking to them again. So anyways, it's a great strategy. And if this isn't your thing, like Daily Sunshine, maybe something else is. So look at some of the other programs. Like you could even do, like, remember, we have 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme. You could do like a, you know, a clean week, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme kind of, you know, progression with your people or whatever, or set a goal for yourself. Like this is what I want to accomplish. Or maybe, you know, maybe if you're into like running marathons or something, be like, hey, I'm training for this specific marathon. These are, you know, this is the program that I'm doing. Start reaching out to, you know, people in running groups, connecting with them, sharing what you're doing to help you train for your marathon, that kind of things. Like, you know, find something that you're passionate about, like what Stephanie's done. She's passionate about kids and getting kids healthy and, you know, having good nutrition for kids. And she's thinking about where she's going to be at in her life and how to plan for that. And she's adapting her challenge group and her approach to that. It's very, very, very smart, and it's obviously working. And obviously you're putting in the sweat equity too, because you're talking to people, you're following up with them, you're sending tons of messages, and that just goes to show kind of what the ratio looks like. 100 messages, you get about a fifth response, you know. And that's pretty much like how it often goes. So it's like you might have to send 100 messages to get 20 responses to get 6 people that actually say yes, you know.
I don't think I've ever sent 100 messages ever.
Yeah. So
I mean, combined maybe, but never sit down, made a list one night of who all I thought would take it and send that out the next day. I mean, it was definitely my biggest pull to, you know, throw things out to.
Yeah. And it was a push. I mean, and, you know, so it's like sometimes you got to like sit down and do that, but it's obviously paid off. And, you know, and the thing about it is too, all the other ones that maybe didn't respond or, you know, said no, not now, that's still a big seed that's out there. And, you know, they'll come around as they, you know, that their interest is already going to be peaked for when you're introducing the, you know, challenge group and all that. So it's awesome. And I love the strategy. I love how you implemented it. I love how you went for it and really, you know, just went for it. And it's awesome. And I can tell it's definitely paying off, and it's going to keep paying off. So just wanted you to share that, and thank you. And, you know, and I should have said this up front, but like, I mean, Stephanie has been just so consistent, you know, Success Club 10 for the past however many months. And she's committed. You know, she texted me the other day and said that her income in January and February was combined was more than what she made in the entire year of last year combined as a coach. And she was a diamond coach last year. So, you know, it just goes to show like how consistency really pays off. And I can see you, Stephanie, leveling up and, you know, really going for it and thinking ahead and all that. And it's awesome to see. I love it. And I'm learning something from this too, you know, and it's exciting. So I wanted you to share that so that we could all grow together with that. And
Well,
But
good. You got me live on a phone call
I
for the
did.
first time ever.
It won't be the last.
Probably the only time y'all will ever see my face instead of my name.
Shut up.
But
Not if I have anything to do with it. Listen. This is, and that's the thing. I mean, part of leadership is you get to do a lot of uncomfortable things. So, and that's, I was talking to someone just the other day, and it's like, that's what we really are as coaches. It's kind of a weird name, coaches. Like I have a hard time with that name sometimes, but honestly, what we are is leaders. We're leaders. We're leaders in our area. We're leaders in our circle of influence, and we're leaders for a healthy lifestyle. So, and leaders get to do uncomfortable things. So it is what it is. But I don't want to keep you guys anymore, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get this baby of mine to bed because she is way up past her bedtime right now, and they're playing with Primo. So anyways, but I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I have this recorded, so I will post it for the others who couldn't make it. And we will chat later. Love you guys. Have a
bye,
good
guys.
night. Talk to you soon. Bye.